DBSCG things.
What is up, you guys? My name is Taxon. Welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG Things. Today I have a battle between Future Gohan and Android 17 and 18, a theme battle coming out of the Future Saga and Trunks' timeline. So it was very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. With that being said, I do have a giveaway going on right now for my 250 subscriber celebration. So go check the link in the description below to the Bardock vs. Chill battle and enter that giveaway and a chance to win a t-shirt with the Yuhp logo and your name on the back and 3 Reddit's promos. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy this battle and I'll see you in my next video.
Alright, so here's the battle we're rolling. I am on the left playing Gohan, and my teammate Yuhp is on the right playing the androids.
Yup.
And today we are going to get this battle going. It's a theme battle, very cool battle.
New decks.
Son Gohan is kind of just like a really heavy blocker based deck, and androids is just like a you don't have skills deck.
Negates everything. Rest your own androids.
Oh yeah. Android's deck is actually pretty cool. Like, after seeing this deck in the engine play out, I'm surprised it doesn't get played more than it does.
It caught me off guard.
Pretty decent deck. Anyways, guys, while we're still mulligan, I do want to say I have a 250 subscriber giveaway going on right now, so make sure you check the link in the description below with the Bardock vs. Chilled matchup, and all the information will be there, so make sure you do that. And also, if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I like interacting with you guys in the comments below, so make sure you do that. And also, I do want to point out, in this battle, I did poorly set up my camera, and you cannot see my leader nor my life. So I will kind of just direct you and let you know where I'm at as I do this. So my turn 1 kind of started off, paid 1, tapped, played the Gohan, used his effect to crit a life, and then played the Trunks from my deck. So right now I'm at 7, and then I believe I just passed turn over to the androids.
Yeah, it looks like I'm just going to charge.
Android 16. This one looks at the top 5 for a Unison or an Android, I think, right?
Yeah. 2 or less android?
Yep, and then he has, oh yeah, dude, this is that cool one. He has that cool effect when he's rested, he stands up to active and becomes a blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Oh yeah, that really comes in clutch in this battle. Your own androids rest your other androids so often that he's almost always a blocker.
Yeah, that card's pretty clutch, and plus with the leader effect, you can kind of just keep replaying him from the drop area and recurring him so that you don't really ever have to not have him.
Yeah, once you awaken with the androids, your auto on swing, you can either choose to draw a card or you can play a 1-drop from your drop.
Yeah, that's pretty nutty because then well in this deck specifically, there's a 1-drop that draws a card and then has a skill when it's rested, and then there's this one that looks at the top 5, searches for an android or a unison, and then has another skill when it's rested. So both the 1-drops are either still netting you a card while also netting you the rest effect. So here he kind of just swang in. I took the life to get myself to 6 in order to get the permanent on Gohan, and then he passed back. So I charged one of the 3-drop deflect ones from the expansions. Card's pretty good, but it heavily relies on being removed in order to play the 8-drop, and I like just to pay 2 to play the 8-drop. So most of the time the barrier option is the way to go. So here I swing lead, I draw a card. He just takes it. Thinking of what else I can do here. I think the best option for me is just leave my energy open in order to do some defensive plays against him. So that's what I do, just leave my energy open. Obviously I didn't see my unison turn 2, so that kind of hurts. But that's fine, I still have my Gohan blocker ready and live, and now I can trigger my leader's awakening.
Yeah, I did get my unison off turn 2. This unison's really interesting. He has rejuvenate. He only pluses, so that rejuvenate's relatively easy to get off.
Right, as long as your opponent doesn't focus on him, he's getting there.
Yeah, your plus, you can stand one of your 3 or less androids to active. And that really comes in handy because your leader does play the 1-drops in rest mode, so you can stand to active and use some more skills on him. Or you could even switch some of your 3-drops to active. There's a dual attacker, which makes him a triple attack.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, so here you're swinging in with lead after using your android's effect to rest the android and awaken your leader, because your leader does have that cool awakening ability. When you rest one of your android cards, you can awaken. So you're swinging in with your backside of your leader, and I just decide to block because I want to get my awakening condition off. So what happens here is a whole bunch of autos go off. The auto on the 1-drop plays the 3-drop on top of them, and then my leader's auto is going to go off and allow me to burst 3 and then draw 2 in a flip. So go ahead and tell me a little bit about that other 1-drop 16 that you put into play there.
Oh, let's see. That's the, is that the one that...
Android 16 going all out.
Yep, when he switched rest mode, he can get plus 11,000 and gets stood to active, so then he becomes a 15k beater. And he also has an activate main for 1 energy. He can play a skillless android from your deck with an energy cost of 3.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It helps you get a field going. You can make that skillless a dual attack with your unison.
Right, that's pretty sweet. I do like that. So yeah, here I believe I block and get my auto to +6, stand active. And then I think you swing in here with the... He's already plussed because you ended up getting that effect to go off. So you do have the boost, and then you're going to try to combo here to kill my Trunks, probably just because it's probably best to get him off field as early as possible. What was your game plan here?
Well, I was thinking, since I'm awakened, I can play my 1-drops from my drop area without having to worry about them in my hand. And yeah, I wanted to try to make you drop a card at the least or let him die. So I figured it'd be beneficial to get rid of those 1-drops.
Absolutely.
It looks like I also comboed out the Android 18.
Yep, she comes into play after that.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to use her activate main, which it looks like I also did.
Yep, and played the dual attacker that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that card's fantastic, in my opinion. When one of your opponent cards attacks, you can switch one of your androids to rest mode, and it can negate a battle card's skills.
Wow, that's really, really good.
It's a once per turn, but with that Android 18, there's also Android 17 like her.
Right,
that does
that
the
just keeps
same
spamming
thing.
them out. And
So
none
they're
of these
easy to
cards
get
have
out.
unique.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing says that you can't play them more than once per turn.
The only thing that you can't do more than once is the Android 18's effect.
Yep.
So that's pretty busted. You didn't 1 energy just keep spamming those guys out.
Yeah, you can get 2 out per turn with the Android 17 and the Android 18.
Yeah, absolutely. So as long as you're versing a deck with little to no removal, those cards are just gonna keep netting you so much value.
Yeah, but it does feel pretty salty to get hit with the floodgate.
That is very true. So here on my turn 3, I'm at 4 life here, by the way, guys. I pay 2, and I put the Piccolo Unison into play. This is from the expansion as well. This Unison, he's alright. He's not too bad. He's decent to start off Spirit Boost skills, just to introduce it to us. At least we're getting a little bit of gameplay before the main set drops it all on us. So anyways, it's a pretty cool card. Tagged with some other cards in the deck. Some little cheeky plays can come in play, like negating your card skills and then your opponent's card skills, and then KOing a skillless on your opponent's side of the field when you use Spirit Boost. So that's a pretty cool little thing that does. Also, he pluses markers pretty easily because he's only a plus unison, so he pluses and stands one of your cards to active at the start of your opponent's main phase, and then also he has an auto when your cards activate blocker, he gets a marker. So he does relatively stag markers pretty quickly. The thing is that he's at 11k, so if your opponent devotes their turn into him, he can go ahead and just get off your board pretty easily. So with that being said, I mean, the card's pretty cool, but I really just wanted to showcase the Gohan deck.
I feel like the Unison synchronizes pretty well with the deck. Stands those blockers to active, you can get more swings off.
Absolutely. Yep, you can actually get your swings off on the turn prior when still being able to use the block.
It really came in handy in this matchup because my leader has an activate main where I can choose one of my yellow android battle cards and switch it to rest mode, and choose one of my opponent's battle cards in rest mode and negate his skills for turn. And then my Unison can then come in with his activate main, choose one of your yellow android battle cards, switch it to rest mode, and then choose one of your opponent's skillless battle cards in rest mode and place it under this card. So if he were to have anything in rest mode, I could easily remove him. As long as it doesn't have barrier.
Absolutely. And there's still cards in your deck that do negate barrier for turn, so that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, cards like the Vegeta's Final Flash. That card's fantastic.
Yep, and also you run the Release from Evil that I seen you pitch earlier this turn, or actually it just happened this last turn. So let me explain the interaction, guys. He used Release from Evil to counter my Trunks attack, and it negates its skills, and then he can't switch to active for the turn. The thing is there that I use my Piccolo's effect in order to stand him at the start of my opponent's main phase, so he still stands active and gains his blocker effect back. Yeah, but Release from Evil is nasty because if you plan on doing any type of removal of a skillless on your opponent's side of the field during their turn, you can just negate the card that you want to remove with that, and that card says it negates the attacking card, or it doesn't negate the attack, but it negates the attacking card's skills for the turn, and then it can't be switched to active, ignoring barrier. So yeah, it's pretty nasty.
And that, coupled with a rare from set 13, Assault of the Androids, is an activate battle where if your leader is a yellow android card, you can choose one of your opponent's skillless battle cards with the energy cost of 5 or less in rest mode, KO it, and then you can either give your leader 5k per turn, or you can give one of your battle cards 15 for battle.
Wow, that's really good.
So that's defensive removal.
Yeah, absolutely.
It works.
Yeah, especially with the Release from Evil combo. I was just saying, as long as you activate that first, you have room for removal afterwards. So it's pretty good. So what's going on in your turn here? You are like 2 attacks deep. I think you're activating your Unison's effect here to rest that guy. He gains a boost and stands back to active. You've already swung lead and with Unison, and now you're going to go ahead and go in with these 3 drops.
Yeah, I believe I'm going to begin with a dual attack swing. I'm really baiting out some negates right now. I feel like he has that Unison out.
I feel like I did just Nimbus, actually.
Oh yeah, I can see that you're tapped now.
I think I Nimbused on your lead swing. You swing Unison, and now you swing with your dual attacker in order to... I rest the other one. That's interesting. I don't know why I chose that route of play, but that is what happened.
Don't forget, guys, like, comment, subscribe.
You did just throw that 17 in field, so it looks like you're setting up to just continuously spam the board.
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing right now.
Reading effects. You're asking why I have blocker because Release from Evil negates its skills, and then I was like, well, that was only for that turn.
Yeah, I thought it lasted the next turn too, but Release from Evil is just until the next main phase.
So because Nimbus was in play, he wasn't really able to go off there with his entire board, so I was able to see my turn 4, so that's exciting for me. Here I'm starting off with a swing on the Trunks just to get some type of response. Here he's going to use his blocker, so I'm alright with that. He uses the auto on the 3-drop to rest one of his Android cards, and what that does is it negates one of my card skills, I think.
Yeah, but I forget that he has barrier, and it does not negate barrier, so...
Yep, absolutely. So I clutchity of the clutch, did not get hit by that. Thank Lord for barrier. I pay 2 and activate his effect to play an 8-drop from hand and active on top of him, as long as I have 4 energy, which I do.
Oh, that card's nutty.
And you just go ahead and counterplay with the big boy, which... that's clutch because it's free for you because you have your Unison, you rest them, I don't get dual attack, and all I can really do is activate main, which is, it's an alright skill. It's not like outrageous, but what can you ask for on a card that comes out for 2 energy and just has every keyword skill besides deflect? The card's just amazing. It has double strike, dual attack, and when you swing lead, it gives him crit and +5, so he just becomes a 35k double strike dual. He's just a monster. He's a great card. I did get sidetracked though. His activate main is choose 2 rested cards, a battle card and an energy, and they cannot switch to active until the end of your opponent's next turn. So that is basically all I could do there. I paid 1 and I put the draw pan in play. She comes out, and if I have a Unison, I draw. So just try to keep my hand up, because obviously I'm trying to set up for a defensive turn because he already has a big board, and he completely shut down my 8-drop there. So now that he charged, his main phase officially is there, so I can stand him off my Piccolo's effect. You're paying 1. What are you thinking going into this turn? It's 4 energy. I got the 8-drop on field. I got 1 energy up. What are you expecting here?
Well, you got 2 blockers. I know that 8-drop can do a lot, especially with some extra cards that could potentially be in the deck. So I'm worried.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that 8-drop is definitely something to be scared of. There's a couple cards that do pair with it, like there's a negate that tells the opponent that he just can't be KO'd no matter what. There's a negate that gives him revenge. And then tagged along with the leader, he's blocking twice, so if you time things out against the right attacks, you can, remove very threatening cards off your opponent's side of the field just by blocking. So
yeah, I can see you have that energy open, so I'm nervous for a negate, a Nimbus again.
Yep. So off the rip, I started with the auto on my leader. I blocked, and then I auto on my leader. Stand on active and give him +6. And then I negate, and what it does is it gives him revenge for the duration of the turn. So I go ahead and just put a little token thing on him in order to let the androids know that he is a threat. Do not swing, because I will kill your cards. So we're going to see how this pans out. What are you thinking here now that he has revenge?
Well, I just +1 on Unison. I stood that dual attacker to active. I know I have a lot of swings off, and I want to try to bait him out. I'm going to start swinging with my...
That's actually a question I had for the community. So if you're seeing this video, I do have a question. If you stand up a dual attacking card with another effect, does dual attack trigger again? Like if you were to, like with that 3-drop per se, swing with it twice and then use your Unison's effect to stand to active, would he get the dual attack? In this situation, we both didn't know, quite sure, so I think he just swing once.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the dual attack will not reactivate. Part of me feels like it's just going to be the triple attack, but that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be absolutely busted if for a 1 energy card was a 19k quad attack. So here you go ahead and play the skill list. I'm taking my opportunity to put another blocker on field. So what I do is I free counterplay since I have a Unison and play with 2 markers on it. The skill list that you were just trying to play off your effect comes in rest, and then now I have another blocker. So what I will do is just use it right away the moment you swing, because I need to stay at as high a life as possible. In this situation, I'm at 3, guys, so just in case you're wondering, I am chilling at 3. He's swinging in. He's already got his attacks off with the 3-drop. As you can tell, he just kind of left it as is, just 3 attacks. Could possibly change the game, so do leave it in the comments below if you do know the outcome of dual attack after being withstood. And here you're going to go ahead and use your leader's effect after swinging to play a 1-drop, which, like I said earlier, is just clutch because you can either choose to draw in top deck or just top 5 for anything. Here you actually got very unlucky and whiffed. How does that feel being in a deck that's very, very heavily chain-based and just full of your entire chain?
Well, I was surprised to whiff because there's not many non-Android cards in the deck.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's such a chain deck, you know? Oh, and you activated Rejuvenate there, so that's a pretty exciting skill to see going off because it's just not used too often. So what you do is you minus 4 markers off it and remove a card from underneath it. So you must have been at you probably were at 4, stacked up to 5, and then activated Rejuvenate by ripping the stacked card out from underneath it.
Well, I've had that Unison on field most of the game. I believe he was at 5, and I stacked him to 6. I started the turn off with 4 plus 1 to 5.
Gotcha.
And now he's at 2 after activated Rejuvenate.
Oh, so I'm getting a clutch play here. So after your big beefy turn of just all those like 6 or 7 attackers there, I go into a tap 3 Unison play. So this is the SPR version of the Trunks Unison that came out of set 12. The card's nasty in my opinion, and in all honesty, for yellow, 3 energy, you get 2 attacks, and then you minus 3 and just draw a card and KO everything in rest. As you can see here, it's just crucial because his entire board was in rest mode besides his 1 dual attacker. So I was able to pay 3, get 2 attacks worth of 20k pressure in, and wipe his entire field, and recycle itself. So very, very good.
But I had one of the Android 17 and 18 in rest mode that got KO'd, and that has an auto. When this card is removed from your battle area by opponent's skill, choose one of your opponent's cards and switch it to rest mode. I believe I chose an energy.
I think you did it. I don't know. You chose my leader, so I couldn't swing and draw. I think that's what happened there.
Yeah, I was kind of wishing I
and
was swing now.
I swing with Release from Evil, or I swing with Trunks and get Release from Evil going in for your last life. And I said it's probably best if I just swing my entire hand, because at least that Trunks is still 35k base, which is already creating a like 5-card pressure to your hand. And I'm just hoping here that my small hand was able to pressure you out. So here we're like trying to do the math on this, because you're using the Krillin combo as a 2-2 split with the Bulma combo coming out of set 12. And the set 12 super combos are weird because they draw a card when you're at 4 or less, and then you get to choose one of your other cards in your combo area and give it +6. So essentially, Bulma's a 11k draw card as long as you combo another card.
Which it works with this deck because you're comboing out your androids.
And in this situation, you kind of just can't really combo out. So in this situation, Gohan is going to take the W. So if you guys are new here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go check that link. Go hit that other video and enter the giveaway for my 250 subscriber giveaway. So make sure you go and do that. Well, do you want to say anything before this is over?
Just go enter that giveaway. Great prizes. Y'all.
Absolutely. You get a t-shirt and 3 Raditz promos. So do that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Catch you next time.